Hey, this is Jason. Hopefully my mute's not on. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so I'm making this quick video so I can show you hopefully what you're looking for. So based on the image that you sent me, sorry, let me open it up real quick. I've got like 15 things open. Hang on one sec. I have to find your email. So based on what you sent me, there he is. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to get him out of the way, make him a little bit smaller so he fits. Okay, perfect. So, based on what you told me, all of your columns will be, the normal percentages applied to each one. So, there's single columns with a single percentage based on them. So, for the last one, the one that you're talking about, we're going to have to do kind of like it'll be like a group column essentially. But we're going to use the category in order to do that. So, in your grade center, hopefully this makes sense, you have all your individual columns. So all those columns that I just had up and I already closed it, where'd it go? So all those columns, you're already going to have all of those created. So you'll have all these individual columns. Now, for these, they're going to be a bunch of different ones that are already created. Now for those, what we're going to have to do is assign a category to them. To do that, if you don't have them created yet, you edit the column. If you do have them created already, edit the column, and then pick a category. Now, the title technically doesn't matter. You can make your own if you want, but they give you a bunch of generic ones. It really doesn't matter. The students don't see it. As long as you know that that category applies to those couple of columns, you're good. That's what makes sense to you. So, pick that category. I'm just going to choose discussion because it kind of applies to what you had. Your points, if they're all going to be out of 100, ignore what I'm about to say, but if they're not, so if like one's 20 and another one is like 30 and another one's 40, then remember proportionally. We're going to do that in a little bit. But if they're all 100 like normal, don't worry about it. Ignore everything I just said. Okay, so choose your category, hit submit. Now you're going to do that for all of those columns that are in that category. So all these you're going to choose that category for. Now, once you do that, you're going to set up your formula. Now your formula is what gives your students, they know what their final grade is. So weighted total, that's the one that they give you by default. If you use that one, great. If you make your own, just make sure you do weighted column. But what you want to do is we're going to edit column info. You only want to do this after you have all of your columns created. So I'm going to go here, ignore all the stuff at the top, go down, and there's going to be kind of this little box here. Now, I chose the wrong one. Let me go back. Sorry. This is really rough. I'm just doing this just to help you out. Mine is, he's really close in here. I have way too many columns. I'm always doing like imports and exports and stuff like that. There it is. All right, so I'm going to do that one. Edit column info. I did it before I turned on the video, so I know which one to look for. Perfect. All right, so you've got all your individual columns over on the right with their individual percentages, and then you have your category. Now, the way I did this, I pick a column, push it over. It's a single column. It gets a single percentage, a single percentage applied to it. So where do you go? There he is. So like you would just type in whatever the percentage is. That's how you do an individual column. I don't need him, so I'm going to get rid of him. And the way you do a category is, let me get rid of him so I can do it. You go down here to categories to select. Pick that one you've been picking the whole time, which will probably be discussion, if you pick the same one as me. Use the little arrow to bump him over, so now he's bumped over, and then put that percentage in, which I think yours was 20. Yes, it was 20. So put that in there for your percentage. Now, what I was talking about earlier, if everything's not out of 100, do proportional. If everything's out of 100, do equally, you're good to go. Now, you can drop grades if you want, or use a lower or high value, but most people don't mess with this. If you want to, go for it. But when you're done, it's all said and done. I messed up my proportion here. Let me fix it. You want this to say 100%. So that means you have all your columns in. Everybody equals 100. You're good to go. If you go over 100, it's okay, but you want a minimum of at least 100. So that is how you do what you're talking about. From what I understood from your email. If this doesn't make sense, or if I got it completely wrong, let me know. But hopefully this helps. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye.